Welcome. You with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter read from the fall of America. Let's give it up to the minister Elijah Muhammad. You know what I mean? I'm still standing firm on that this is a self-help tool that was given to the black community to understand a right, a a a time in life that we may be deceived. You feel what I'm saying? We may be deceived. And I'm looking at this show today. Well, to be honest, I was looking at the Joe Rogan podcast, the one with Freeway Ricky Ross on there. You know what I mean? He had the shirt on there. Um, Freeway Ricky Ross, um, not a rapper, a yellow shirt, excuse me. But anyway, they was talking about this dude named Mike Rupert. You know what I mean? So I went on YouTube and went, looking at this movie called Collapse. And it's nothing that they're really showing. It's basically really him talking. You got what I'm saying? And how he's giving you the understanding of the collapse of America. I kind of get it. You feel what I'm saying? I really kind of get it because there's money in oil. It's big money in oil. But that's not the main issue that I see in America. You feel what I'm saying? It's not, because that's not the only resource this country makes money off of. You get what I'm saying? It's not the only resource. It's probably not even the primary. I'm gonna say this. It's probably in the top five. It's probably in the top five that generates money. And like I say, he make a lot of valid points. He make a lot of valid points, and if you don't build an economic system, a economy that is structured to defend itself, if you build an economy that can defend itself, there will be no collapse in the economy part of America. You get what I'm saying? And I know you probably wouldn't understand, how can money defend itself? How can this defend itself? Because the things that you invest in produce. You feel what I'm saying? It produce. I don't care what you do. It produce. It's something that you need every day. It's something that every American need every day in their life. You feel what I'm saying? Electricity. You feel me? You can rob Peter. You can rob Peter to pay Paul, and not really pay your electric bills and stuff like that. But who does it hurt in the end? It hurts you. Because once that bill gets so far behind, you have no lights. You have nothing. You get what I'm saying? Nothing at all. So to not pay these bills, you know what I mean, in full. You feel what I'm saying? To not pay these bills in full, there's something wrong with you. The first part of having a peace of mind in your life is sustaining wealth in your life. You get what I'm saying? As a grown up, you need wealth in your life. You need reoccurring income in your life. You feel what I'm saying? If you find out, okay, this is coming. You feel what I'm saying? I have a job. I can depend on this check coming. You get what I'm saying? Pay them bills in full. Pay them in full. Because see, you will never have to sit there and worry about, man, how I'm gonna pay this? How I'm gonna do this? Okay, I didn't put that extra. I didn't put the full amount on there. I kept $50. You get what I'm saying? Okay, next month, instead of that bill being $100, that bill $150. Okay, you just paid $100, but you still owe 50. Now let's just say next month, because it's the summertime, that bill go up a little higher, because you know when the kids out of school, the lights running almost 24 hours a day. You feel what I'm saying? The the AC unit is almost running 24 hours a day. So let's just say you are already behind $100. Now hit the summertime, the bill about $300. What you gonna put on it now? What are you gonna put on it now? So now, for the rest of the year, you're struggling and you're losing your peace of mind because you're what? Behind, and you don't know how to catch this up, right? Right? Cool. Keep your bills paid, so that will help with your peace of mind. And when you have a peace of mind, you can think about it. To be honest with you, you can. You know what I mean? You can really think about it. You can really take time to think. But when you're in a situation of bills getting cut off, you get ready to get put out, you know, it bothers your thinking skills. You know what I mean? It takes, it bothers it. But enough with this long intro. You know what I mean? This is a very, 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 very short read, and we're on chapter 27, the troubled America, no peace. Let's dive in this, get this over with. And it says, America, in trying to hold her place as the greatest power among the nations of earth, is one of the most troubled countries on earth today. I get that. I give you that 100%. The world has never before seen the top rulers of the land leaving their offices to visit nations abroad. The purpose of these visits to foreign countries is to make peace with them after years of troubling them. America brought all of her troubles upon herself. She alone is to be charged with being the cause of the troubled world and people today. Today, America loves meddling into other people's affairs. She just cannot stay out of other people's affairs, whether they be a two cents worth soapbox teacher or a president and king of countries. Well, I do kind of agree we help a lot. You get what I'm saying? I do kind of agree that we're always sending weapons of war or sending physical military men and women across seas to help out in a fight that we never started. We never started it with y'all. You know, there's a conflict between the what do they call them? The Ukrainians and Putin, them Russians. You got what I'm saying? We have to send weapons over there and this and that, this and that. And now that Putin and them are really wanting, won the war. There was a White House meeting where that the president of Ukraine was asking for more money, more help. And it's time for a lot of these countries to pull themselves up. Pull yourself up, you know what I mean? Because America has really spread herself wide to a lot of countries that have not given nothing back in favor. Let's go and dive into this and finish it up. America's actions fill the description of the prophecy. The beast has eyes around about. This refers to the mechanical listening devices with which America listens in order other people's private affairs, as well as her listening on foreign governmental affairs. This also refers to her powerful telescope. America goes abroad and makes war against other people, then she changes them with making war against her when she is the one who is guilty. Excuse me. When she is the one guilty of the war making. The Bible says Allah, God, will destroy those who delight themselves in making war. Now that's the end of this chapter read, and when we get back, we'll be in the 28, and that should touch some people. When I look at the title, yeah, you should touch some people. If not, that's cool. If so, yay! Well, peep this out, you know what I mean? It's not a lot of anything left in the world. You get me? It's just not. And we will be coming back to chapter 20. We will, when we get back next week, we'll be on chapter 28. And stay pushing your life ahead. You got what I'm saying? I'm not about to tell you what you can't do. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can get it done. You just got to think about how you get it done. You know, grab hold of your kids, bounce ideas, bounce theories off the wall. You can get it done. I'm telling you, you can get it done. You know, we think our kids not intelligent because they're younger than us, and they have showed us at a younger age they're not that bright, they're not that intelligent. Yeah, it's time to really look at them when they're teenagers. It's time to really set them down when they're teenagers and figure their direction in life. You know, it's a lot of things wrong, you know, in America. But there's a lot of things that's right in America. And you have to position your kids to see that. You get what I'm saying? How many of y'all out there has really broken down the governmental systems that govern this nation of ours? How many of y'all have done that? How many of y'all have sat down and opened your financial records to your kids? How many have y'all done that? Not a lot of y'all. So you have never trusted your child. Never have. You never have. Look, I'm going to say this to you once again. You know what I mean? You with the nasty pastor. You know, I don't know no other way but to get this to you straightforward. And I don't see where I need to apologize for anything. I really don't see that. But if you feel that apology should be given, you know, put it in the comments. You feel what I'm saying? And we will figure how to get along in this culture. You get what I'm saying? In this culture, we will figure how to get along. You know, and when I say culture, I'm really not talking about Christianity, Baptist, anything like that. We're speaking on this Islam platform that, you know, yes, you know what I mean. I dive in some Islamic videos. You feel what I'm saying? Way before I started these reads, you know what I mean. I've dived in to see how things are, to see what the weather is nowadays, and once again, I just say this to you, you know what I mean? Keep your kids focused. It's hard, but but you can do it. You know, give them a reward at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If they didn't want the reward, if they didn't want the reward, then it's time to figure something else out. You know, there's something need to be there to motivate these kids besides just saying, look, can you do your homework? Look, it will please me and your mom if you do your homework. Oh, that ain't how you go about it, man. You know what I mean? You go about it stuff like this, you know what I mean? You see they got an O on their bus, and that is out of your direction, but you can connect. You see what I'm saying? You go into that community before you get on that bus and see what you can do. Because I believe me, there's somebody sitting somewhere and not supposed to be standing. You get it? Anyway, look, I'm kind of, how to put it, not tired, but I'm getting relaxed. So I'm going to end this reading. And as you see, we just got out of that chapter reading, which I'm glad, you know what I mean? I'm very glad because we're pushing far ahead. But keep doing what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. It's a huge fight going on in America. And we're going to have to unite ourselves. We're going to have to unite ourselves. You know what I mean? This will be the only way we can get America out of debt, get America in a brighter light, And also, you know what I mean, know that our babies matter. You feel what I'm saying? They matter. They matter. You feel what I'm saying? They are our future. They are the ones that are to control this country when we are in our elderly position of not being able to. As I said, you with the nasty pastor. I'm out, and I love you.